What are my favorite things about selling real estate? Probably my favorite thing is meeting new people. I would not be fit for a monotonous job where I had to go to work on a factory line or just go in and do the same thing every day. And while a lot of the tasks that I do in my job are repetitive, it's a different experience when you're meeting new people each time. Every buyer is not the same, every seller is not the same. So you're kind of having to meet new people, adjust to their personalities, and figure out what's the best path for these people to be able to either buy a home or get their home sold. The other thing would be the flexibility of my schedule. Now, I did a video a while back talking about how I come into the office every day. So I'm not talking about that part of it, but I do have the flexibility that if I need to take an afternoon off because my granddaughter's sick, then I can take that afternoon off. If I need to work from home because it snowed 9 inches, then I can do that from home. So it's not like I'm tied in to having to be here at a certain time and I have to stay till a certain time and I have to go to lunch at a certain time. I get to set my schedule. I get to decide what hours I want to work and how I want to do that. One of the other things that I really like about selling real estate is selling those unique or hard to sell properties. There's a few times that I've went out on a listing appointment and I personally fell in love with the house and I'm like, I want this listing. I want this listing. I want to be able to sell this house. So for me, it's very gratifying to be able to get those listings, put my marketing plan to work for them, and help them get that property sold, especially when maybe their neighbors or their family have said, oh, you're going to have a hard time selling this because XYZ. I like to be the person that comes in and says, well, let's prove them wrong. We're going to get this thing sold for you. And then the last thing would be exceeding my clients' expectations. A lot of people have had bad experiences with realtors in the past. And because I do a lot of lake properties, usually the sellers that I work with have had agents in the past. They've bought and sold several pieces of property. So this isn't their first rodeo. And I love to be able to go in and show them how I'm different than the agents they've worked with in the past. And then at the end of the day, when we're ready to close, them say, you really made this so easy. We really appreciate everything you did. You've made this a great experience for us. We'll definitely tell all of our friends to use you when they get ready to sell. That's what's gratifying to me. That's what makes this job worthwhile, is knowing that I've helped someone to achieve a milestone in their life and be able to move on to that next chapter.